Hello student, welcome to my YouTube channel. In this video, I'm going to discuss about topic Wheatstone bridge and meter bridge, right? So make sure you have watched all videos of current electricity. In last video, we have discussed about Kirchhoff's law. So what is Kirchhoff's law and why it is used? So we have already known that Ohm's law enables us to determine the equivalent resistance of the circuit. So the current flowing through a part of the circuit and the potential difference between any 2 points in the circuit when it has a single source of EMF. And it can be reduced to a simple series and parallel combination of resistors, right? But it becomes very difficult to analyze a complicated electrical circuit using Ohm's law. So Kirchhoff, a German physicist in 1842, put forward a set of two rules, right, which provide us the technique to analyze or handle the complicated circuit. So what was these rules? These rules were first law of Kirchhoff's law said it stated that algebraic sum of current meeting at a junction in an electrical circuit is always zero. We have already discussed about it in previous video. That means sum of incoming current is always equal to the sum of outgoing current at a junction, right? And what was second rule that we have discussed in our previous video? Second rule was that it stated that algebraic sum of changes in potential around a closed circuit loop is always zero, right? So we have already discussed about Kirchhoff's rules in previous video. Now in this video, we are going to discuss about Wheatstone bridge and meter bridge. So what is Wheatstone bridge? Let's start it. Wheatstone bridge is a network which consists four resistance which forming a quadrilateral, and it can be determined the resistance of a conductor, right? So this is the diagram of Wheatstone bridge. This is clear. So in this P, Q, R and S are four resistances forming a quadrilateral A, B, C, D, right? You can see it in figure. A sensitive galvanometer is connected between point B and D. This is galvanometer. So we will discuss about galvanometer in later. Okay. So now a battery is connected between points A and terminal A and C. Clear? So if key is closed and the value of one resistance if the value of resistance R is adjusted so that the galvanometer shows no deflection. Clear? Galvanometer does not show any deflection. That means there is no current flowing through the arm BD. So potential at B point and D point will be same. VB equal to VD. Clear? So if the value of resistance is adjusted so that the galvanometer shows no deflection, then the point B and C will be at the same potential. Hence, no current will flowing through the arm BD of the circuit. So the bridge is said to be balanced condition. When the Wheatstone bridge will set in balanced condition, so it will be in balanced condition when potential at point B and potential at point C will be equal, and galvanometer shows no deflections. Clear? So it is in balanced condition. So for the balanced condition, the relation will be, we can write P upon Q will be equals to P upon Q equal to R upon S. We can write it P upon Q equal to R upon S. I think this is clear to you. So this is also called the condition of balanced Wheatstone bridge. P upon Q equal to R upon S, right? So it can be deducted by applying Kirchhoff rule that we have already discussed in our previous video, right? So take loop, closed loop A, B, D, A. Take this loop A, B, D, A. Now apply Kirchhoff second law. Second loop law. Clear? So let's understand this diagram. We have already discussed about 4 resistance P, Q, R, S forming a quadrilateral ABCD, right? And a battery is connected between A and C in the circuit. Here, right? So current I is flowing through this circuit, I. And this current I at junction A, it divided into 2 parts. I1 current is going from AB and I minus I1 is going in AD, right? And at junction D, we find that IG current is flowing through galvanometer G, and I1 minus IG is flowing through this Q. Clear? Now from this here, we find that I minus I1 plus IG current is flowing through DC. Okay. So now when we see at junction C, current I1 is coming out from this circuit. So we have studied in Kirchhoff first law, the sum of incoming current is always equal to the sum of outgoing current at a junction. Clear? So take a loop A, B, D and apply Kirchhoff's second loop law. So according to this loop, we know that the algebraic sum of changes in potential around a closed loop is 0. Clear? So from applying this loop, we will get minus I1 into P minus IG into G, capital G, resistance of galvanometer. Clear? And when we go in this direction, it will be plus I minus I1 into R equal to 0. So call this equation 1, right? So now take loop BC, DB. In this loop, we get minus I1 minus IG into Q. Q is the resistance, plus I minus I1 plus G into S, plus IG into G, capital G, equal to 0. So this is equation 2. Now, if IG equal to 0, that means there is no current flowing through BD, right? So we can find from equation 1 and 2, which is minus I1P. We can write it minus I1 into P plus I minus I1 into R equal to 0, right? And from equation 2, which is minus I1Q, we can write from equation 2 minus I1Q plus I minus I1 into S equal to 0. So these two are equation 3 and equation 4, right? So from these two equations, we will get I1P equal to I minus I1 into R, and from equation 4th it is my I1Q equal to I minus I1 into S, right? This is equation 5 and this is equation 6. Okay. So on dividing equation 5 by equation 6, so we will get P upon Q equal to R upon S, which is the equation of or condition of balanced Wheatstone bridge. Okay. So I think this is clear to you what is Wheatstone bridge and what is the condition of balanced condition of Wheatstone bridge, right? So when will be most sensitive Wheatstone bridge? So we can say if the resistance of all are equal, Wheatstone bridge is most sensitive, right? Now we have studied about condition of balanced Wheatstone bridge, which is P upon Q equal to R upon S. Now what is unbalanced bridge? So we can say if the bridge is not balanced, that means current is flowing through arm BD. So it is unbalanced Wheatstone bridge, right? So if Wheatstone bridge is unbalanced, that is VD, potential at point D, is greater than potential at point B. That is, we can write VA minus VD is less than VA minus VB, right? VA minus VB is less, VC minus VD is less than VA minus VB, which gives PH is greater than QR. Clear? So Wheatstone bridge is most sensitive if all arm of bridge have equal resistance. That is P equal to Q equal to R equal to S, right? The measurement of resistance by Wheatstone bridge is not affected by internal resistance of the cell. So it was something about Wheatstone bridge. So I hope this is clear to you. Now start new topic, meter bridge. So we have discussed about Wheatstone bridge. So meter bridge is application of Wheatstone bridge. It is also called slide wire. Clear? Meter bridge is a sensitive device used to determination of unknown resistance of a conductor. And this meter bridge is work on principle of Wheatstone bridge. So what is the principle of Wheatstone meter bridge? We can say principle of Wheatstone bridge is meter bridge. Sorry, principle of meter bridge is Wheatstone bridge. Meter bridge work on principle of Wheatstone bridge. Clear? So what is Wheatstone bridge? Meter bridge. Meter bridge, also known as slide wire, as I told you, it consists of a 1 meter long wire of uniform cross section area. You can see in this figure, it consists of a 1 meter length wire, right? Here 1 length wire. And area of cross section of this wire is same and fixed on a wooden block. A scale is attached to the block. Clear? Now 2 gaps are formed on it by using thick metal strips in order to make the Wheatstone bridge. These are 2 metal strips. These are L-shaped strips. Clear? The terminal B between the gaps is used to connect galvanometer and jockey. This is terminal B, here connected jockey and galvanometer. So this This is Wheatstone bridge that you have seen in lab. Clear? So now let us study about construction of Wheatstone bridge. So it consists of a 1 meter length of wire whose cross-sectional area is same. As I told you, it is stretched on a wooden board. This is 1 meter length wire and it is attached to a wooden board. Clear? At point A and at point C. And scale is also fixed on the board parallel to this wire, as so in figure. Clear? In our figure you have already seen. Scale is also fixed on the board parallel to the wire. The ends of the wire are soldered to L-shaped strip. These are L-shaped copper strip. Clear? With binding terminal provided at their ends. Another copper strip with 3 binding. This is another copper strip, 3 binding B, D and C. Terminal fixed between the 2 strips. Clear? This is another binding strip. Now, the unknown resistance X is connected between terminal A and B. Here X is unknown resistance which is connected between terminal A and terminal B. Clear? And a resistance box is connected between terminals C and D as shown in figure. And galvanometer is connected terminal D at one end and to a jockey at the other end. Clear? A battery is connected between A and C. So here battery is connected between A and C. Now what is this is the construction of meter bridge. Clear? So how meter bridge work? So let's understand the working of meter bridge. We have already know the principle of Wheatstone bridge or meter bridge. Meter bridge works on principle of Wheatstone bridge. Clear? So what is the working? Let's start to understand its working. A resistance wire. Let us first insert the plug key. Close the circuit. Stop. Okay. So insert plug key K and take out some resistance from the resistance box. Now jockey is then slided over the wire AC. Slide the jockey over the wire AC till the galvanometer shows no deflection. That is null deflection is obtained. Clear? Now let the jockey touches the wire at point B. Suppose the jockey touches the wire at point B. In this situation, we can take A, B equal to L. Right? So BC will be equal to 100 minus L. Clear? Now, comparing it with the Wheatstone bridge circuit. Okay. So resistance wire introduced in gap S and the resistance box in gap R. So one end of the galvanometer is connected to terminal D and its other end is connected to jockey. Clear? As the jockey slides over the wire, it shows zero deflection at the balancing point. That is null point. So if L is the length of AB, then length of BC is given by 100 minus L, as I told you. So now according to principle of Wheatstone bridge, we know according to principle of Wheatstone bridge, which is P upon Q equal to R upon S. Right? So compare this with principle of Wheatstone bridge, X upon R equal to L upon 100 minus L. Right? we know the principle of Wheatstone bridge, P upon Q equal to R upon S. So compare this, we will get X upon R equal to L upon 100 minus L. So now we will get the unknown resistance, which is given by X upon R equal to L upon 100 minus L. So from this, we will get X equal to L upon 100 minus L into R. We can also find the specific resistance or resistivity of material of the wire, which is given by this formula, P equal to pi R square X upon L. Clear? Where L is the length of the wire and R be its radius. Okay. So this was something about Wheatstone bridge and meter bridge, right? Meter bridge, also known as slide wire, it works on the principle of Wheatstone bridge. Clear? So if there is no change in position of valence point, if the galvanometer and cell are interchanged. If galvanometer and cell are interchanged, there is no change in position of valence point. Now it is important to get the valence point near the midpoint of the wire, because then resistances in the forearm of the bridge are of same order. So the sensitivity of bridge is maximum and the resistance is determined move accurately. Clear? So I think Wheatstone bridge and meter bridge is clear to you. Okay. So use of thick copper strips minimize the error due to resistance of connecting wires, as they have negligible resistance. Why we use copper strip in meter bridge? We use copper strip in meter bridge because it minimizes the error due to resistance of connecting wire, as they have negligible resistance. Clear? So I think these two topics, meter bridge and Wheatstone bridge, should be clear to you. So now start to solve some problem related to these topics. So first problem is calculate the current drawn from the battery in given network. Figure is shown here. This is figure and you have to find the current from this battery. Clear? Resistance R1 is 1 ohm from this, and resistance R5 is 2 ohm, and resistance R3 is 4 ohm, and we come R4 is 2 ohm, and here resistance R2 is 5 ohm. Clear? So from this we find that this circuit can be redrawn like this circuit. Clear? So draw this circuit. It's look like a Wheatstone bridge. Clear? Now check the condition of balanced Wheatstone bridge, which is P upon Q. That is R1 upon R2 equal to R4 upon R3. Check the condition of Wheatstone bridge. You will get R1 upon R2 equal to 1 upon 2 and R4 upon R3 equal to 2 upon 4. So which is also equal to 1 upon 2. So this circuit satisfies the condition of balanced Wheatstone bridge. Clear? So according to balanced Wheatstone bridge circuit, from the circuit we will get this no current is flowing through this R. We can call this AD. Clear? So resistance R1 and resistance R5 in series combination, and resistance R4 and resistance R3 also in series combination. So add these resistances, resistance R1 and R5 in series combinations. So combined we will get 1 plus 2 equal to 3 ohm. Clear? And R4 and R3 is also in series combination. So effective resistance is given by 2 ohm plus 4 ohm equal to 6 ohm. Clear? So circuit will be look like this. This is and current. This is 4 voltage battery and current I that we have to calculate. Clear? So here this is resistance 3 ohm and this is 6 ohm. Again 3 ohm and 6 ohm are connected in parallel combinations. So the combined resistance of the circuit is given by 1 upon R equal to 1 upon 3 plus 1 upon 6. So on solving, we will get R equal to 2 ohm. Clear? R equal to 2 ohm. So effective resistance of the circuit is R ohm and V is given by 4 volt. So we know V equal to IR, I equal to V upon R. V4 and R is 2. Current is 2 ampere. Clear? So current flowing through this circuit is given by 2 ohm. So I think this is clear to you. Now second is a resistance of 10 ohm. Resistance of 10 ohm is connected in a left gap of a meter base. Two resistance of 20 ohm and 16 ohm are connected in parallel in the right gap. Clear? Find the position of null point on the bridge wire. So this is problem of meter bridge. So let's start to solve this problem. First, write what you have given in this problem. So you have resistance which is connected in left gap. So left gap resistance is given by 10 ohm. So we can call it resistance in left gap is 10 ohm. Clear? Now resistance in right gap is 20 ohm and 16 ohm. These two resistors are connected in parallel combination. So first write left gap resistance which be 10 ohm and right gap resistance is first connect these two resistances in parallel combination. So in parallel combination we will get resistance 1 upon R equal to 1 upon 20 plus 1 upon 16. So on solving, it will be 9 upon 80 or R equal to 80 upon 9. Clear? So R equal to 80 upon 9. So this is right gap resistance and 10 ohm is left gap resistance. Clear? Now you have to find the null point of the bridge. So for this, let L be the distance. You have already aware of about meter bridge experiment or meter bridge construction. Consider a length L. Suppose we consider it length L be the distance of null point from the left end. This is left end. Okay, you have to find. Okay. So now you have to find the null point. So consider length L. Clear? Which is from left point, left end. So for condition of balanced meter bridge. So we know the condition of balanced meter bridge which is given by P upon Q equal to R upon S. Now from this we will get P upon Q here. So 10 left resistance upon right hand resistance which is 980 upon 9. So it comes 10 upon 10 into 9 upon 80 and L upon 100 minus L. Clear? This is the condition of meter bridge. Clear? So from this equation, you have to find value of L. So for this, try to solve this equation. So you will get 9 upon 8 equal to L upon 100 minus L. Now after that, you will get 900 minus 9L equal to 8L. Now it will be 17L equal to 900. So it will be L equal to, we will get L equal to 900 upon 17. So on solving this, you will get answer 52 and 94 centimeter. Clear? So L is the null point from left gap. Clear? So which is 52.94 centimeter. So this is the null point. So answer is, we can write answer is, null point is at 52.94 centimeter on the wire, centimeter on the wire from the left end, on the wire from left end. So I hope this is clear to you how to solve the meter bridge problem. First of all, you have to draw the meter bridge diagram, and after that just write what you have given in the questions. Clear? And you will get the answer. So there are some problems that you have to solve so that you can easily find out the answer of the problems. So try to solve more problems. First problem is given here. For the circuit diagram of Wheatstone bridge shown in figure, use Kirchhoff's law to obtain its balance condition. You have to find balance condition of Wheatstone bridge. For this, first start current I is flowing through in this circuit, and at this point I will be divided into two parts, and this point I will be divided. This current which is flowing through AC is divided into two parts. Some current is flowing through this arm and some current is flowing through this arm, as we have studied in Wheatstone bridge topic. So you will get the condition of Wheatstone bridge, which is given by R1 upon R2 will be equal to R4 upon R3, right? So try to solve this. Now next is given by, in meter bridge experiment with the resistance R1 in left gap and resistance X in right gap. Clear? So first write left end resistance and right gap resistance. Clear? So null point is obtained at 40 centimeter from the left end. So it is given by L equal to 40 centimeter. Clear? Now with the resistance R2 in the left gap and the same resistance X in the right gap, the null point is at 50 centimeter. Here L1 we can call it L2 equal to 50 centimeter, right? Now where will be the null point if R1 and R2 are put parallel in the left gap and the right gap, still containing X? So you can solve this question. First, you have to write the condition of balance Wheatstone bridge. If resistance X is connected in right corner and resistance R1 is connected in left corner. Find the condition of Wheatstone bridge, which is given by X upon R. We can write X upon R equal to L upon L is 40 upon 100 minus L. 100 minus 40, 40 upon 60. Clear? And for second condition, what is given in this question? For second condition, resistance R2 in left gap and resistance X in right gap. And balance condition is find at 50 centimeter from left. Clear? So try to solve this question. Now in third problem, you are given in a meter bridge experiment with the resistance R1 in the left gap and the resistance X in the right gap. The null point is obtained at 40 centimeter from left end with the resistance R2 in left gap. Okay, and the same resistance X in the right gap, the null point is obtained at the 50 centimeter from the left end. Where will be the null point if R1 and R2 are put series in left gap and the right gap is still containing X. Clear? Now next is unload resistance is connected in left gap and known resistance connected in right gap in meter bridge. So valence point is obtained at 60 centimeter from left of the wire. Now where when R is increased by 2 ohm, the valence point shift 10 centimeter. So you have to find the value of X and R. Formula is P upon Q equal to R upon S. Clear? In this slide, you have given two questions. One question is unknown resistance, X is connected in left gap and known resistance in right gap. Clear? Now balance point is obtained at 60 centimeter from left. So R is increased by 2 ohm, balance point shift 10 centimeter, find X and R. I think these two questions are same. In this question, you have given two resistances X and Y are connected in left and right gap of meter bridge. Null point is obtained from left end and ratio of balancing length is found to be 2:3. If the value of X is changed by 20 ohm, the ratio of balancing length is measured 1:4. So you have to find X and Y, resistance X and Y. So try to solve these questions. These are other problems. Clear? So these are some problem of meter bridge and Wheatstone bridge. So after watching this video, you can solve these problems, and after solving these problems, you will be able to understand the real concept of the topic. Okay? So solve these problems. If you don't understand the solution of any problem, you can ask in my comment box. Thank you.